WoW Classic Exploration Part 5, The City of Lordaeron on top of the Undercity. So we're going to be showing you how to get up on top of the Undercity today. You're going to want to start off up at the northern part of this lake that is south of the Undercity, on the eastern side of the walls, where the outer walls of the city of Lordaeron kind of meet the mountains. But first, caution! Res sickness is a thing. If you die off in the middle of nowhere in some of these weird places, the game won't know what to do. It'll put your ghost in Dunmoreau or the Barrens, and you might not be able to get back, and you'll have to accept a spirit res and all the repair costs that go with that. Be careful and don't fall. So once you get into this spot here, getting up on top is actually pretty interesting. You just jump. You just jump over and over again. And then you jump a little more. I'm just going to speed this up. It takes a couple of minutes sometimes, but once you get into the right groove, you'll find yourself up on top pretty quick. Now, once you find your way over the top of the wall, you just want to come down into this little crevice here. There's some unfinished terrain, which would look, should look familiar by this point if you've been watching the series. And to actually get up on top of the Undercity, we have to get over the Lordaeron wall there. And we do that just by climbing up over these little mountains, as, should seem kind of familiar by now as a technique to do. And you can take a look around and see yourself up over Tearsful Glades. And then we just ride down this little slope, and we will find ourselves in the relatively empty city of Lordaeron, which is on top of the Undercity, the Horde capital of the Forsaken. Now, the interesting thing about this is that when you take the Zeppelin, you can sort of kind of see parts of this area from the air. So the tops of those towers are up there and they're visible, but there's nothing in the city except this huge pit in the middle, which is just a hole in the ground that goes down to nothing. And you can see in the footage here, if you position yourself on the edge of the pit and you rotate the camera, you can actually see down into the Undercity, which is underground. What a concept, right? And you can actually drop through the hole and land in the Undercity and get into some really interesting places there. I'm on an Alliance character, so I'm not going to do that. I don't feel like getting just beat up by a bunch of A-bomb guards and who knows what else. But you can, if you feel like it, jump down there and get into some strange parts of the Undercity. Or you can run around here up top and narrowly miss falling into that spike-shaped hole in the ground like I did. Other than that drop down into the Undercity, there isn't really a whole lot to see up here. As I mentioned, the terrain is kind of unfinished. The tops of the towers are visible, but the interior of the city is not really built out the way that it is in later expansions of World of Warcraft. Like the interior, the courtyard, and everything just isn't here. So enjoy the rest of the footage.